Hello, everybody. We're back here again. We just had a struggle trying to get this to work. So, yeah, this is the second time I've had to record this intro. But anyway, hi, guys. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Kendall Gray has joined us once again, this time to take a look at the ultimate trophy lodge here in the Hunter Call of the Wild. So stick around, guys. Yeah. We're going to be looking through not only my main lodge with all the diamonds and the rares, but also the Great One Lodge. This is going to get pretty crazy. So let's start it up. Let's open the doors and enter.
Boys.
We've got an entrance with two beautiful red deer. This guy right here, this is the Legacy Antlers. This is back before they added true racks to the red deer. This is what the diamonds used to look like. This was the only diamond rack they had.
And is that rack still available?
Nope, this is a rack that you can no longer get.
Yo! So that's like straight up you can't get that anymore at all.
Nope, this is something that you will never be able to get ever again.
Wow.
Because it was replaced with these guys right here. Right across from him, we have the very first true racks red deer that I ever killed. Diamond one, that is. And this is what you can expect nowadays for like the big diamonds. They look quite nice.
Yeah.
And although he's not my biggest, he was my first, so I decided he deserves a place in this lodge. Then with them, we got a couple of rare hinds. Nice little piebald, nice little melanistic. We've also got some interesting stuff over here. We're probably not going to tell the story to each of these because there's so many to go through. But there's a lot of cool stuff here. This is actually the max score you can get for a male Gemsbok right here.
Okay.
Something
does
cool.
Does that mean that's a diamond?
Yeah, this is a diamond right here.
Okay.
But what's interesting is it's only like 5 points above diamond, and that's because the male and female Gemsbok have different max scores. This is the highest a male can get, but the female can go like way higher.
Really? That's weird.
The female Gemsbok are the giants in this game.
You got a nice little rabbit?
Little diamond European hair. Cute little guy.
Yeah.
Behind it, we've got a couple of javelina trophies, couple color peccary, a gray diamond, and a leucistic female.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Very cool looking trophies.
I like how you have symmetry. Are you like, do you feel like you do good at interior design? Do you like decorating in real life?
I kind of do. You got this place
looking pretty good. Huh?
I kind of enjoy decorating a little bit.
Because you got these set up to where it makes sense. My trophy lodge, there's no rhyme or reason for anything.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, you got to start somewhere. I used to just have them jumbled up, and then I decided, you know what? I'm going to try and make it look a little bit cooler. So this is like an Africa-based wall. We've got rare kudu. We've got diamond wildebeest. We've got diamond springbok. Nice little looking wall.
That's diamond springbok.
Yeah, he looks pretty crazy.
These are kudu on the side. Okay.
Yeah, we've got a few different rare kudu here. I think all of these are True Rex ones.
Oh, these are all lesser kudu. It'd be cool if we could get greater kudu in it.
Definitely. Greater kudu would be phenomenal. I'd love to see them in the game.
I got a question for you over here.
Yes?
This is your trophy lodge. What would be under these metal plates? What kind of food you got covered up?
That would be some leftover bacon for future BLTs.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Yeah. Right over here, we've got ourselves a diamond European hair again.
Yo, you've been killing them, bro.
Most of these are really old, too.
I'm excited to see what your extremely rare one's going to look like.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. This is a max scoring European hair diamond here.
You looking forward to the rabbit great one?
Oh my gosh, a rabbit great one would be honestly a nightmare to hunt, but it would be cool.
A jackalope? Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're not going there yet. Oh, no.
Never mind.
Come on over here. Come on over here. We got this wall up here to look at. The beautiful diamond yak right there in the middle. We got a couple of really nice diamond moose. What you'll notice is the diamond moose on the left looks a little bit smaller than the one on the right, but it scores way higher. This was back when they used to be able to score higher, and then like a couple years later, they changed the scoring on moose.
Ooh,
and so this guy that scores 307, you can't get a 307 scoring moose anymore.
At all?
No, I believe the most you can get is like around 302.
That's interesting.
Then if we look down here, we've got a couple of really nice caribou. This one's a 458 diamond on the left here. We also have a diamond piebald axis deer, but this is back when piebald axis deer were not a rare.
Oh.
This is back when they were an uncommon, so it's still a really cool trophy. And it's also back before they added True X to Axis, so they look absolutely tiny for being diamonds. But the holy grail of this wall right here is this guy over here on the right, this piebald diamond caribou. Back when Yukon first released in 2019, I spent the first week grinding caribou, and this was the best thing I got during that time.
That is so long ago, and that is crazy. That's got to be pretty extremely rare, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially nowadays, because it's really tough to get a caribou to even make diamond. They troll so often. Like, you could find 10 max levels, and you'd be lucky if 2 of them made diamond.
Wow. That is crazy. So, even still, that one's not going to make your extremely rare lodge?
No, I've got it separated because this is one that I got outside of a Great One grind. My my other lodge has all my super rares from when I was Great One grinding.
Okay.
So I kind of separated them. The ones that I got just like during normal hunts, they get to be in this lodge. And speaking of crazy stuff in this lodge, this reindeer mount is one of my favorites. I love this mount. The little piebald in the front, the 2 diamonds in the back. They're just so impressive looking.
That's wild. You got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this is 7,500 hours of playing. All put into a couple of lodges. And then if you look up on the wall over here, a couple of albino warthogs from 2021 and 2020.
A pair. That's crazy.
And right here on the table, we got a little black grouse diamond.
You know what? I ended up killing a diamond black grouse, and I was like, I don't care about this enough to mount it.
Oh, no.
What was I doing? I have no idea what I was doing.
Gotta mount those diamonds, man.
I know.
You gotta mount them. Speaking of diamonds, this wall up here has some really cool ones.
Ooh. Teach me something right here. Let's say you're going for a multi-mount like this one over here.
Yeah.
You can draw for the multi-mount out of all these singular mounts, right?
So, yeah, like you can... So, to make a multi-mount, you can select any species... Or not species, but any of the animals that you have. You can take them off the wall and put them into a multi-mount if you want, if they have a mount available for them.
And once you put them in a multi-mount, you can't change that multi-mount.
You can, actually. You can click dismantle multi-mount, and it'll break it back up into singles. But obviously, you lose the, like, 5 or 10K you spent on making the mount.
Ain't bad. But say that you make a really cool lion mount, and then you kill a way better lion, you could probably slip that in there and not... You could do it.
Yeah, you have to click dismantle and it'll take it apart completely, and then you got to reassemble it with the new one and like all the other trophies you wanted in there and repay the fee. You can't just swap one out without having to dismantle the whole thing, sadly. This is a crazy mount right here.
The world is that?
Well, we've got a melanistic female duck, you know, pretty cool. We've got a diamond max scoring duck right on top there flying away. But if you look down here in the front...
Okay.
That's a diamond leucistic.
No.
Yeah, it's a diamond leucistic mallard. And
what does leucistic even mean?
It's like albino, but not fully. It's like they get like a little bit of the whiteness on their fur, but it's not like as white as an albino. I forgot like what causes it, but yeah, it's more common than albinos are IRL as well.
What a piebald coyote?
Oh yeah, this little piebald coyote. I don't even remember where I shot it.
That's a really cool mount, dude.
I love this mount. I gotta say, out of my entire lodge, this is probably one of my favorite mounts. And the story behind this little leucistic is pretty crazy, actually. Like, this was back in the day when they first... It was like within the first year of the Great One becoming a thing in Call of the Wild. And so I was trying to hunt for my first Great One whitetail still. And I decided to myself, I was like, you know what? I need to go out and look for some more whitetail zones. I feel like I'm missing some. And then I spotted this guy just sitting out on the water when I was looking for zones.
Wow.
So who knows how long that leucistic diamond was sitting there and I just didn't know about him.
Dude, I'll say this. If I shot that in real life, I would say, oh, I killed a cinnamon teal. And throw it in a bag and just rip it open to eat it. That'd
Not
be
even
terrible,
realizing
wouldn't it?
that it's a leucistic.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, eh? Very pretty, though. And also, this is a very pretty one right here. This is my first ever rare kudu. Right here, this male. This, back in the day when I shot this was almost a diamond. It was like, I think 15 points below diamond. Because this is back when like it was the 1 to 1,000 system for trophies. So like the max score you could get was 1,000. It was like a universal scoring system across the whole board of animals. And this guy scored like 945 and 960 was diamond. So this guy was dangerously close to being a diamond. Just such a pretty little albino.
And you killed one of them in 2019 and the female in 2021, and now they finally came in to be a mount together. That's crazy.
Indeed,
years
man.
apart.
It's pretty crazy. Like, I've been playing the game for a very long time, pretty consistently. Obviously, I got more consistent playing it once I started doing YouTube for it, but before that, I still played the game pretty often. These guys are pretty sick right here. We got an albino mule deer up on the wall. Just barely a gold.
On the left side?
Yeah, on the left side. Just barely made gold, but still a really cool looking deer.
Yeah.
This one in the middle, this is back when dilutes were not a rare. They were still an uncommon. And it was also during a time where these antlers were broken. The antlers were twisted backwards, and they just looked ridiculous. And then eventually they fixed them, so now it looks normal. But back when I shot this thing, it was one of the most ugly-looking set of antlers you'd ever seen. Then over to his right, we got a nice little melanistic. 245. Got that in 2021. And this was probably... Yeah, this was probably one of my most wanted trophies for the longest time. The albino Rocky Mountain elk.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is not common at all, is it?
No, and especially one with antlers of this size. I mean, this is a big gold. Or a pretty decent sized gold, at least. And, man, I searched for over a year trying to find one of these, and I finally found one in multiplayer. And it happened to be this guy right there.
Wow.
Down here, we've actually got a couple of diamond female Gemsbok. These are both max score. These are the max score females I was talking about. I got this one 2019. One day before my birthday, actually.
Oh, wow.
And this was the very first animal I got that was max score. So this one's got a pretty special place in this lodge.
In the middle, another hare. Seems like you've done a hurting on the European hare. Was you going after them, or do you just shoot them when you see a big one?
Nah, I was mainly hunting like red deer and stuff on Quattro, and I would just find these guys while doing that.
Wow.
I got pretty lucky on a lot of them. Next up, the big wall. We got the big wall. With all the elk and the Rusa deer and the hog deer and the black buck and the Cape buffalo and the mountain goats. And the mouflon at the top.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, one of these is albino. Yeah, this right here. This, the smaller looking mountain goat's an albino.
Okay.
They're really tough to like differentiate, but you can tell they got the little pink nose. And I think their hooves are pink as well.
Ooh.
Really the only way to tell.
Yeah. I could see how that could be kind of hard to differentiate.
Definitely. Especially like out in the sun where everything looks shiny and glowy. Oh, you're going to like this. You're going to like this. You ready? This guy right here. This is a legacy rack diamond mule deer. These are antlers you can't get anymore. And aren't they just insane? Is that like a legacy
diamond?
Yeah, it's a legacy diamond mule deer. Got it back in 2020.
That's insanity.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy looking. And then next to him's a very wonky Trurex diamond one that I got not too long ago. Yeah, I got this last year. And this is kind of like the entrance to the lodge. So it's not the craziest part. We've got some cool stuff here. But it gets a whole lot crazier, and we're about to see the first of the crazy. Here is one of my favorite mounts in the whole lodge. A diamond Barasinga and a white Bengal tiger.
Dude, that is crazy.
These rare tigers are so pretty.
Oh my gosh. So in your rare one, you have even crazier stuff than this?
Oh, it's the stuff in my other lodge. None of this even comes close to it. It's going to be absurd. We got a couple little rare Siberian musk deer on these little mounts.
Wow,
I just kind of threw them there as fillers.
That's one that I've killed maybe like 3 of total.
Yeah,
species.
I don't hunt them much at all. I think I've done like maybe 10 hunts for musk deer my entire time playing.
Wow.
Up on the wall behind him, though, we got a melanistic Eurasian lynx, which I hunted years to get one of these. Lynx have always been like the bane of my existence. I've always struggled with getting good lynx.
They're not easy.
They're definitely not. Same with these guys, the side stripe jackal. This is one of, I think, only 2 diamond side stripes I have.
Wow.
They are not an easy one to get. We look over here, we've got the wall of pronghorn.
There we go.
Got a nice little diamond, a really big albino. In fact, that albino right here, I actually got this at in the same hunt where I got a legacy rack diamond mule deer. I was chasing the mule deer trying to find it, and while I was trying to track it down, I spotted this guy out in the field. Definitely one of the most insane pronghorn trophies I've got is this beautiful albino. And next to it, leucistic and another albino.
Did you say that was not the legacy antlers? Is there true rack on the pronghorn?
No, I was saying I was going after a legacy rack diamond mule deer. Like I had spotted one and I was trying to get close to it to take a shot, and I spooked it off, so I was trying to track it down. And while I was trying to track down that legacy rack mule deer, I spotted this guy out in the field. This guy, they have true horns, and they have like since they were added, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So they added some with true racks and some not from the beginning.
So the way it worked was when the game was first added, or like when they first came out with the game, nothing had true racks. It was all like just preset antlers that didn't like have any variation or anything. And then once they added in the true rack system, they slowly added it to all of the existing species. But any new maps that came out always had true racks on everything. And so because the pronghorn were added with Silveridge Peaks, which was after true racks was added, they started with it.
And so at this point, mostly all antlered and horned animals true horn?
All of them except a few on Virhonga. I think Cape Buffalo, Springbok, or no, Springbok have them now. I think it's just Cape Buffalo and Gemsbok. I think Cape Buffalo and Gemsbok. Oh, and Wildebeest. They're the only ones that don't have it at this point, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
This is a really cool mount.
Yeah, you got some really cool looking. Gosh, and these are recent.
Yeah, this is the only trophy snow leopard I've ever killed. I've never killed a diamond one, but I got this melanistic, and I didn't even know it was a mellow when I shot it. I shot it through a bush and then walked up to it, and I was like, no way. That's really dark.
Is the other one, the blue sheep is a diamond? Is slate gray a special color?
No, it's just a regular one, but it's the only diamond. I think it's one of 2 diamond blue sheep that I've got, so I had to put him in the mount.
Ooh. And so if this is such a big trophy for, the melanistic, is there a reason you don't have him in the other lodge?
Yeah, because the other lodge is only for great ones and trophies I get while grinding for great ones.
Okay, I gotcha.
And so, yeah, this guy wasn't part of a great one grind, so I put him in this lodge, which I call this my main lodge, because it's like where I put all of my trophies from across all the maps, aside from great ones and stuff I get while doing a great one grind. So the next thing that we've got on the list here is this little mount here, which is pretty cool. Albino female mountain lion, because this mount requires a female mountain lion instead of a male. And then right with it is, I believe, it was one of my first diamond elk. One of my favorite looking diamond elk.
Yeah, he looks so huge. And it's almost like you got like right here in a row, big cat and prey. Then over here you got the melanistic snow leopard eating its prey. Was that intentional? And then the white tiger eating its prey. Was that intentional to have cat
Not gonna lie, it was not completely intentional. The tiger and the snow leopard mounts were intentional because I felt like those are two of my favorite trophies I've got, is this tiger and that snow leopard. This, I just put it here because it was one of the only things that, this is one of the only mounts that it fits on. So I just decided to put it here.
Well, you got a good little big cat collection going on here.
For sure. And then we got some little guys over here. Little diamond harlequin duck. Got another diamond rabbit. This one's an eastern cottontail rabbit, though.
Oh, okay. You got a real nice gun counter. Now, how does this work? How do these gun counters work, and how do you have 3 different pistols right here? That's the same gun but different color. Does that mean you have 3 of them, or how does that even work at all?
Yeah, so a lot of the old weapon packs, this was before they added in like the skins that you could put on stuff. You used to get 2 to 3 designs for each weapon. For old stuff like the M1, we've got 3 different M1s to choose from. And each of them has, it like tracks how many kills you get with it. And then you can look at it in the lodge, which is kind of cool. Like, oh my gosh.
I didn't realize that.
Look at my Virant 22. I've fired almost 13,000 shots from it, and I've killed 2,400 animals with it.
Is that the one that you use all the time?
I used to use it all the time, yeah. Nowadays, I use the 22 AR, but I used to use this thing, like, all the time.
Well, one thing I'm noticing is that's a lot of misses, Scarecrow. What's going on here?
So, you remember the 22 trick I do to get them to look at us? That's why. That's why. Because I shoot next to them a lot. And also,
so you do that.
I take a lot of flying shots on ducks, and ducks aren't exactly the easiest to hit.
I'd hate to see what my numbers are.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then if we come over here, we've got one of the rarest diamonds in the entire game that isn't like a rare fur type. This guy right here. The diamond bob white quail.
Wow.
This is the only diamond quail I've got.
Dude, I don't know how many quail I've killed. Maybe 2.
Oh, they're so like difficult. Because they're only on Mississippi and New England. And those are 2 of my least played maps. Yeah.
Up top, you got some really cool stuff.
We got diamond goldeneye.
Is that the diamond thing you were talking about?
Yep. That's the diamond bighorn right there. You see how ridiculous that curl looks?
Yeah, it does look a little weird.
It's a little excessive, but it's impressive looking.
It's almost a little curved in. I feel like if it was maybe curved out a little bit more,
definitely.
It wouldn't cover up its eyes.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think that would make it better. This one next to it's kind of cool as well, a diamond chamois. I haven't seen a lot of these. And honestly, they look pretty impressive compared to like a lot of the ones we shot yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago.
Yeah. I feel like I almost need binoculars in this lodge. Like to look up so high.
True. Well, what you can do is you can hit the camera button. I don't know what it is on controller, but on PC, it's just P. And you can zoom in with the camera.
And we're talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you can see them real good.
Yeah. There's your links. I'm going to take a picture of it. Nice. Let me take a picture of you and your lodge. Say cheese.
Yay.
There we go.
Also, I don't think we really paid too much attention to just how big these Barasinga look. We were so focused on the cats that we didn't really talk about this Barasinga. Do you see how massive these diamonds are?
Oh, yeah. Those antlers are
just
crazy.
Huge. Crazy.
Dude, that tiger's crazy.
I love this tiger so much. It's one of my favorite all-time trophies.
I remember in middle school, we had a circus that came to school, and they had one of those.
Jeez, that's
I think
insane.
that's illegal now.
Probably, yeah. Probably not exactly something they do much anymore. All right, now don't look at the main room. Don't look down at the main room. We're gonna go to this this hallway now. All right.
Okay.
Up here, the wonkiest diamond elk I've ever seen. Look how twisty those antlers are.
Dude, it seems like sometimes I have a hard time seeing red deer versus elk. I mean, they're very similar.
Definitely.
But if you ask me, I don't know if I could tell you if these are red deer or elk.
They do have a lot of similarities for sure. The red deer tend to have more tines on their antlers, though. But then this wall is all diamond elk.
Wow.
Roosevelt elk, as well as Rocky Mountain elk down here at the very end.
Okay. What's that one on the wall at the very head of the room? What is that?
This guy is a 5'11 scoring diamond Rocky Mountain elk. He's
Kill
a
back
freaking
in
monster.
2020. No, 2022.
Yeah, 2022 for him, 2023 for this other one. Across from them, we got a melanistic goose too, just kind of hanging out in the hall. Oh, and a diamond Eurasian widgeon on this table.
Ooh, a widgeon.
I love me some widgeon.
Cool. That's a good pose.
Oh, and a very pink 300 Magnum. Love to see it.
That.
Look at the shots fired from the 300. You can tell I've used it a lot.
Do you still use that one, or every now and again?
Yeah, I still use it from time to time. I've kind of moved over to the 300 AR now, though.
So we're looking at the one on the top and the one at the bottom. Those are two separate stats, right?
Yeah, those are counted as two separate stats, I believe, because it's the two different variations of the 300 Magnum. So I've fired almost 90,000 bullets between the two with, crazy. What is that, like 42,000 kills or something?
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's
I've used it a lot. This is a pretty crazy room here.
What is that?
We got I feel like I recognize this mount from your lodge. It looks almost the same.
Yeah, I've got one like this, but my deer aren't quite that big.
Actually,
are these all great ones?
No, so these aren't great ones. One of these, I believe it's the one in the front middle. This is a 291 scoring diamond. You cannot get a 291 diamond anymore. This was before they lowered their possible scores. This was back from 2020, back when the great one was first added and I started grinding for it. We got this monster right here. And then the other two are just some cool diamonds that I got in here, a 274.4. And I think this 272 was a bugged great one, if I'm not mistaken. I think this was a bugged great one because back in the day, there was a bug where if you spawned a great one and then you exited from your game before shooting it, it would turn into a diamond. It was a pretty bad bug. And so I found this guy and he was a level 5 diamond. And I was like, whoa, level 5, that's not normal. They max at level 3. Sure enough, I killed it. I claimed it and it had a 109 kg weight, which is 9 kgs over max score for normal whitetail.
This is crazy.
So it was a broken great one. It was a broken great one. I think it's this guy over here, but I can't even tell because it looks like a diamond.
If I seen something like this in real life, I think I would pass out.
Probably. I mean, that would be just a ridiculous thing to find. So this little section over here is not as crazy. We got a diamond springbok.
Okay, the lodge's so big, I keep losing you.
We got a female red fox, and that's because this was a mythical female, which is not common for red fox. So I taxed it. And next to it, diamond coyote.
The fox looks bigger than the coyote.
It does. It's a problem. They need to redo the coyotes badly.
Yeah.
Got a European bison diamond up here.
European bison, that's something I don't get to hunt much.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I like them a lot. They're one of the easiest things to hunt on Hirsch. Hirsch is a tough map. European bison are actually not bad on there. Oh, and this guy right here, I think, is one of my most recent additions to this lodge here. Melanistic Gadwall.
Ooh. I'm a photographer.
Yeah.
This mount I like. This is a really cool mount.
Oh, I love this one.
It's like the red fox is whooping up on the gray fox.
Yeah, also, this is what I was talking about earlier. This gray fox right here is my favorite fur type, the two-tones. Same fur type as the one in your lodge.
So technically, I could pull off this multi-mount.
You could, yeah. It's a really cool one.
Cool, okay.
And now for the other corner.
Oh, man.
We've got some diamond pheasants here.
Oh, that's a cool mount.
And right here is two melanistic pheasants.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, the melanistic pheasant is probably the prettiest rare
they're
in the game.
blue. They're purple.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And you got 2 of them.
It's probably my favorite rare in all of Call of the Wild. I mean, they're just stunning.
Do you know if pheasants really get that color? Ever?
I believe they do, yeah. They have the, what's it called? Pearlescent, incandescent, something like that. Tones throughout their feathers. They're just so pretty. And this wall's got some special trophies on it, okay? So this is Cinnamon Black Bear. This is back when they were considered a this is after they made them rare. They used to be just like a normal thing you could get anywhere, but now they're actually a rare. And right next to it, we got a diamond kudu. I think this was True Rex, I believe. Melanistic caribou in the middle. Another diamond kudu. And this is probably the most special thing in this room. This is a Legacy Antlers blacktail deer diamond. The only diamond legacy I was able to get. This is what they used to look like. I mean, it's not realistic for a blacktail deer, but it sure looked impressive. And right next to it, I believe, this is the diamond nil guy that I think you probably recognize.
There for that hunt?
Yeah, this little guy right here.
That was really recent.
Nice little December hunt in last year. Love to see it. Sitting next to another Legacy Antlers diamond axis deer from 2019. This is an old one. And another albino Rocky elk.
Is that the same 300 Magnum we've already seen?
Yeah. You can put up as many of the same thing as you want in the lodges.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, here's another diamond nil guy. This was actually from that same lake that we found the diamond and piebald side by side. I got this guy in February of this year.
Wow.
Literally same lake, just boom, diamond. And another diamond axis deer from the olden days. This is a cool water buffalo. This is a diamond Legacy Horns water buffalo. Back from 2019.
Okay.
And right next to you is a diamond black buck and a diamond kudu.
That black buck. Ooh.
He's beautiful.
So cool.
I love the black buck. We're about halfway done with this lodge now.
Okay.
We're getting there. We're going to turn our backs. We're going to turn our backs to that side and go this way.
Not look into the big room.
And now we're here to the Hall of Moose.
Oh, baby. Is there a great one moose?
There is a great one moose, and you will see some of those in the other lodge.
Some?
Yep, some.
What do you got?
I think I've killed like 11 or 12 great one moose.
That's insane.
Yeah, I was on a big moose kick for a while where I was just hunting tons of moose. We've got an albino moose right here.
Wow.
Next to a mission animal, actually. This is the mocha moose. You get it from the Tiawaroa missions. You can only get one of them. And good old Tiawaroa. Is that the one you
killed?
Yeah, this is the mocha moose from the missions on Tiawaroa. It's so pretty.
I don't remember if I killed it. If I didn't kill it, I'd still be seeing it, right?
Yeah, because you get the option to either take a picture of it or kill it.
I definitely killed it, and I didn't mount it.
Oh, no.
That's unbelievable.
Here's a little melanistic and a pretty big piebald next to it.
Oh, yeah. A lot of these, did they come from like your grinds where you would work really hard to get moose?
Some of them, yes. Some of these I just found on random multiplayer hunts. Like this piebald was found in multiplayer. Actually, I think all of these were found in multiplayer except the albino. Yeah, this is my diamond grizzly. Those paws are huge.
Yes.
They're ridiculously sized. A little piebald cinnamon teal diamond. Piebald cinnamon teal aren't considered a rare, though, so this is just practically a normal diamond. But they look really cool.
Yeah.
This wall's got a few cool things. We got a diamond bobcat, albino bobcat. We got a diamond tar, and a piebald roe deer.
Wow.
And next to it, this albino right here. This is one of the new, like, True Horns European bison that they added end of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I killed this thing, and it was a level 5. It was a max level, but it didn't make diamond. It was like a couple points below.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so close,
dude. It looks so cool.
They're beautiful.
Here's your Mosin.
Oh, yeah.
152 shots fired.
Yeah, I think this was my least favorite of the Mosins.
Yeah, that was one of the ones you didn't use very much.
Pretty much, yeah. On the wall up here, a couple diamond black bear. They're kind of filler trophies. I'll probably eventually replace these two. But they look nice up on the wall, so that's why they're there right now.
It's nice that they're parallel. I like that.
Yeah, they look cool. But this is my favorite bear in this entire hallway. Diamond Spirit Brown Bear.
Wow.
Next to a melanistic side striped jackal as well.
And beside of a piebald boar? Light brown.
Yeah, this is, I think, my only diamond. Actually, no, I've got 2 diamond wild boar, but it's been a species I've not found many diamonds of. And we got this little side room right here. This is gonna be a cool room.
Oh.
This is my albinos and random room, and geese and roe deer.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm working on the names
and
still.
lion.
Yeah, and lion, yeah, lion as well. But there's an albino bighorn up there. Albino Bethidi ibex, albino mountain lion, albino blacktail, albino mountain goat. We got a gray diamond mountain lion up here. I like the gray mountain lions. They're cool.
And then your big old diamond bison. Diamond European bison.
Good old European bison. I think this is a newer one. Yeah, this is of the newer True Horns ones, not the legacy ones. This is a light gray leucistic Canada goose on the table. They're pretty. Kind of like them.
The wings look really good.
Yeah, this is a gray Canada goose, which is also a rare. And we got 2 diamonds here. Brown hybrid diamond and a normal diamond. And the trio of roe deer sitting just kind of hanging out.
Who live in Spain?
Yeah, I think I got all of these off of Quattro. And of course,
Cool animal.
this might be the coolest thing in here. This is a Legacy Antlers fallow deer diamond. The only one I ever got. I got this like a day before they switched them to True Racks.
Oh, wow. And when they switched them all to True Racks, that just like a big update and reset all the antlers?
Yeah, it like completely redid, the antler system for the species. Now we got a kind of decent sized room down here.
Okay.
That is going to have some cool stuff. First off, we got the Grand Slam of Diamond Ibex. All 4 Diamond Ibex.
I think it would be cool if they did a Grand Slam like this of those Springbok, maybe.
Ooh, yeah. That'd be cool.
Wait, did you say this is Grand Slam of Ibex? So each... Oh, never mind. This is all different species. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, 4 different species. On the wall back here. Yeah, they're all Quattro.
Isn't there a map that has a bunch of Ibex, or is that it?
It's Quattro. Yeah, Quattro Colinas has all 4 of these guys.
That's cool.
Back on the wall, we got a couple of albino wildebeest, as well as a couple diamond feral goats.
Oh, yeah.
This mixed feral goat, when I shot it, it was not considered a rare fur type, but nowadays, if you see a mixed feral goat, it's a rare. But back when I got it, this was just an uncommon, I think. And then this is a diamond raccoon right here.
Nice.
And my only rare actually, no, I've got a few rare raccoons. This is one of them, though. Blonde piebald.
Good.
They look cool. Next to a diamond willow ptarmigan. This was an accidental diamond kill. I just shot a ptarmigan because it flew in front of me and it happened to be a diamond.
Wow.
That's the best way to get them, I swear. And this is special. You see this tiny little black-tailed deer piebald?
Yeah.
This was a level 4. He was a level 4 with level 1 antlers.
Was his body big?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like it's a bug. It's a bug in the game where sometimes level 4s just get really tiny antlers for some reason for the blacktail. Nobody knows why, but I was kind of blown away to see that I got one of them that was actually a rare. Like,
yeah,
one of the craziest trophies I've got in this lodge, probably. These 2 are a couple of diamonds on the wall. Barasinga, mule deer. We've seen a few of those, so we won't spend too much time on them. And here's the big wall. Big wall's got some good stuff. That is a max scoring whitetail on the left end there. And this is a not max scoring, but it's really high scoring for this set of antlers. This is the second biggest rack, but it almost hit max score. So it's like really cool. Couple diamond roe deer. We got a diamond moose, mela moose, albino moose. And in the middle, you see that big elk right there, that big piebald one?
Yeah.
That was a max level. It was a level 5, but it trolled. It didn't make diamond.
Wow.
It was so sad because it was guaranteed to not make it as well. Its estimate was like below diamond. So it was bittersweet. It was bittersweet. I found it in multiplayer when I was doing a 60-minute trophy challenge video. I was trying to get a diamond or rare or gold scoring. Actually, I think that was when it was only diamond. I was trying to get a diamond in 60 minutes or less, and he didn't make it, so that was sad. But he's still a really cool trophy. And I believe...
Here we got a super cool one.
Yeah, this is my nicest melanistic blacktail. Have yet to get one that's gold.
Oh, wow.
And then this was a mythical melanistic mountain lion.
Is there a map where there's blacktails and mountain lions on the same map?
Sadly, no. Which, you know, makes this mount kind of strange to have in the game, but it's kind of cool. I like it. And
I think it's super cool.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're on to the final rooms before going into the main one now. It's time to get to the meat and potatoes of this first lodge tour here. So first, we got to take a look at the stuff that's out front here. Got a couple of albino rabbits, white-tailed jackrabbit, and European hare.
That's cool.
I love the albino bunnies. They look so sweet.
I'm drawn to this.
Oh yeah, the piebald alligator.
Is any kind of fur type, scale type, I guess, on an alligator pretty rare?
Oh yeah, like if you get a piebald... Well, the piebald are actually a little bit more common than a normal rare, but not by a lot. Like the piebald ones, you got a pretty solid chance of finding a piebald if you hunt a lot of gators. But the albinos and the melanistics and, you know, stuff like that, they're really tough to find.
Oh, yeah.
What are these? We got leucistic and albino caribou up top here, as well as a diamond gray wolf. And on the opposite side over here, melanistic gray wolf and albino Iberian wolf. And this guy's crazy right here too. We got a brown max scoring Cape Buffalo. Just freaking huge horns.
Yeah.
And a diamond Euro bison again. And my only albino harlequin duck. Probably one of my favorite rare birds in the entire game. So pretty. Now, you said you like Sika deer, right?
Oh, yeah.
You want to see the Sika deer room next?
You have a Sika deer room?
Well, there's an entire wall dedicated to Sika deer. And then the rest is, you know, a mix of stuff. But this wall has 5 different racks for diamond Sika deer. Right here.
What?
Every single one of these.
This is my favorite room so far.
It's a pretty insane room. Yeah. I love... so many of these trophies are some of my favorites I've ever killed.
Wow. That is cool.
Every single one of these Sika deer on this wall is a diamond, and every single one is a different rack, which is crazy to think that they have 5 different sets of antlers for the diamond Sika.
Yeah. I guess my diamond Sika that I ended up getting was that one on the top right.
Something like that, yeah. It was either the top right or maybe this like middle left, possibly. I'd have to compare them side by side.
Maybe it was.
Yeah. And back here on this wall, there's an albino Sika deer. A cute little guy.
Yeah.
And you may notice that that's a diamond albino axis deer right there at the top right and the top left. These aren't truly super rares because both of these were killed during the time when diamonds were over spawning like crazy from a bug in an update. And so they're not really as rare as they seem because diamonds were spawning like crazy everywhere. Mm-hmm. But they're still cool. They're still cool to have in the lodge.
Oh, yeah.
And on the top, we've got 3 different rare Rusa deer, an albino in the middle, and then 2 different patterns of the piebald on each side. We've got a diamond mouflon over here. I'm not sure why I put this here. I think it was just because it was the only like trophy I had that would fit on a small mount. Let me see. Is there other stuff I can put up here? I guess there is. We'll leave him. He's cool.
He's cool.
And Bantang in the middle. This is pretty sick right here. This is my only trophy raccoon dog. It's a piebald.
Coon dog. What a weird animal. I
know. They're kind of wild. And then we've got the willow ptarmigan red. This is probably one of my rarest rares. It's a red willow ptarmigan, and my gosh. This one has an interesting story. So I was looking in multiplayer with a friend of mine. I think it was with my friend Brobra. We were hunting around, and we noticed that one of the servers that was open was one of the other partnered content creators. And so we joined in. We joined in on Mel's Gaming's map, and we were hunting around, helping her like just harvest everything to get some respawns. And we found this guy. And she was saying, you know, take whatever you find, you know, anything you find, feel free to take it. And so we tracked this guy down for like 2 hours. We kept following his tracks and we just couldn't figure out where he went. And eventually we finally found it. And when I found it, it was bugged. It was bugged just sitting on the ground. It would not fly no matter what I did. And with ptarmigan, if you shoot them on the ground, you don't get a medal ranking.
Ooh.
It'll just say grounded and you don't get a score. Or you don't get a medal attached to it, which is why this thing has no medal, because I had to shoot it on the ground. A tragic ending to one of the most interesting hunts I've had.
Would that have been a diamond then?
No, I think it would have been just barely below gold. It would have been a really big silver.
Oh.
But it's still just, you know, sad that it had to end that way. This wall right here has some like fox trophies here. Little red fox piebald, Tibetan fox really diamond, cool. And piebald gray fox. And this red deer over here is, I think, my biggest melanistic red deer I've ever killed. 230 on the trophy rating. Just an absolute monster. And across from it, this is actually, this was a level 9 piebald, but it trolled by like 2 points. It was very close to being a diamond, but missed it just barely. And top middle is a diamond water buffalo. This is actually from end of last year. This is pretty new. And this wall has a bunch of like deer species mainly. We got like sandbar diamond, sandbar piebald, some nice diamond red deer up there. A couple more little sika deer. So really a cool. solid little room. Oh, this was one of my first multi-mounts I put together.
That's a cool one.
Little diamond red fox and diamond white-tailed jackrabbit. I think that's it for this room.
Is there a place where the white-tailed jackrabbit and red fox are on the same map?
Nope, it's another one of those ones that they just kind of put it together because it looks cool.
I was like, does that line up? Maybe?
Yeah, so fox... They're on like Hirschfelden, and the white-tailed jackrabbit, they're on Leighton Lakes, so...
okay.
It is interesting choice. All right, so we're on the second to last room now.
Okay.
Second to last room. This has some more modern trophies in it, as well as a couple of older ones. I have every single rare and diamond for the European rabbit here. This is a little diamond Euro rabbit. Then we got albino, leucistic, and melanistic. And then I think this is just a random diamond scrub hair. Yeah, this is a random diamond scrub hair over here.
Okay.
And there's your favorite fur type for the wildebeest. I got a diamond gold right there. And across from it, one of the most unique rares for blue wildebeest, the crowned. You can only get it on the females.
What's a female?
A female.
Female. Oh, never.
Yeah, female.
I was going to say, I heard you say that before. I forgot what you meant. Oh, female. Yeah, I'm dumb.
Yes, this is a female-only fur type, but it's a rare, the crowned. Really pretty. Above it is my biggest rare water buffalo, a gold scoring albino. Got this back in 2020. And this other wall is just a piebald elk and then a few rare tar and one diamond tar. I just put these guys up here as fillers when tar were first added to the game.
I know that you spent a lot of time for some tar, so I'm guessing on this next one you're going to have some pretty crazy tar.
Oh, the next trophy lodge, it's going to have a lot of tar. But
right, I'm going to go ahead and put my head down. I'm just going to follow your feet.
Okay.
I don't want to look at anything until you're ready to talk about it.
This is going to be a crazy one.
This is the room.
All right, so come over here.
Okay.
And face this mound right here. We're going to start with this.
Oh my gosh.
Melanistic American alligator and a melanistic raccoon.
Dude.
I love this mount so much.
That is crazy.
It is just a ridiculous mount. But the next one is pretty crazy as well. We got a melanistic goose and a piebald European bison. That European bison is really going for that goose.
What is going on here? Is that normal?
The goose is trying to attack the bison. He's really trying to show it who's boss.
Well, that's a funny mount.
Yeah, they've got a few that are kind of like more on the funny side.
Yeah.
All right, now turn straight to the left and look up at the wall.
Oh, no. Those are so cool.
Yeah, dude, this is a melanistic plains bison on the left and an albino on the right. And the middle, I really need to upgrade this still. This is a leucistic plains bison, but it's a female. I'd love to get a male one, but I've never seen one.
Uh-huh. That's so cool. This is like a museum. You have everything.
Yeah. I've spent way too much time trophy hunting. This is a pretty crazy trophy directly behind you as well. Okay. This is my albino crocodile.
Albino?
And you may notice that it's holding a pretty cool goose as well. This was a max level leucistic magpie goose, but it didn't make diamond. It was like 0.01 below diamond or something crazy like that.
That is wild.
It was like bittersweet. I was very excited that I got a leucistic, but I was like, there's no way it didn't make diamond. Oh no.
What kind of mount is going on here?
So this is it's an albino raccoon riding a piebald alligator.
That's insane, dude.
Let's see what other there's some more poses like that too. That raccoon's trying to hold his ground there. And this one, it's beautiful. The raccoon fighting back.
Yeah.
They honestly have some hilarious poses. And this is the one you saw for the melanistic where he is unfortunately succumbed to the bite of the alligator.
Yep. All right, I'll put my head down.
Okay, yeah, because we're skipping this next one. We're doing it last.
All right, I'm skipping it and just following the feet. Following the feet. All right.
Right over here. This is a pretty sick mount. Yeah, this is 3 diamond Iberian wolves and a diamond gray Iberian mouflon. Now, back when I killed this mouflon, gray was an uncommon fur type. Nowadays, if you see a gray mouflon, it's a rare. But back when I got it, it was still an uncommon. So this isn't as crazy as it would be if you were to build it nowadays, but still such a sick mount. One of my favorites in the entire lodge.
And look at those crocs.
Oh, yeah. We've got piebald alligator, albino alligator, piebald alligator. On the other side, we got diamond alligator. We have diamond alligator and diamond crocodile.
So I was completely wrong. No, these are not crocodiles except one.
Yep, one little crocodile and the rest are alligators. And this right here is a pretty sick mount as well. This is an older one. I got both of these in 2020. A diamond gray mountain lion and my biggest rare blacktail deer of all time.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's quite pretty. I've not got one even close to his size since then. I think next we'll go to this wall back here. This wall's got some cool stuff like a diamond warthog on the end. A black gold wild boar. This was my first kill on Quattro Colinas. I spawned in at the first outpost. I look out in the field and this black gold wild boar is just standing there, staring me down. And then next to it is a brown hybrid diamond wild hog. And next to him is, I think, one of the newest trophies in here. I got this in February. A black gold diamond feral pig.
That's real fresh then.
Yeah, super recent. Next to it's a melanistic wild boar. These guys are incredibly rare. I shot this back in 2020 as well. I had a lot of these trophies back in 2020. It was a good year.
Mm-hmm.
Red-brown diamond warthog next to it. And the top is various rare red deer that I thought looked really cool on the wall. And right down here, we have 2 diamond kangaroo ready to have a fight.
Throw down. Oh,
The mount
there we
is
go.
incredible. I love that you could do this where they're punching each other. Oh, this is a pretty sick mount, too. This is 3 rare roe deer. We have 2 piebalds and an albino. What you'll notice, though, is the piebald that's closest to us. Look how twisty those horns are, or antlers.
Yeah, really weird.
It's the twistiest rare I've seen for them. And in the middle of the lodge, right over here, we've got a couple cool things, too. We've got 2 diamond antelope jackrabbit. You don't see these too often. Probably one of the toughest diamonds to get off a rancho. And the last one right here, light brown diamond Rio Grande turkey and light brown diamond Miriam turkey. And for the final mount, we saved the best for last. Here it is.
That is unreal. That's unbelievable.
I spent well over a year getting each of the trophies for this mount right here. I just slowly upgraded it as I got new stuff. When I first got this mount put up, it had an albino lion, and I think everything else was commons or other rares. And then every time I'd get an albino that would fit in here, I'd just add it to the mount.
Wow.
And eventually we ended with this.
This is your centerpiece of this lodge.
Indeed, this is probably my favorite mount in the lodge. One of my favorites, at least.
What is the centerpiece of the other lodge even cooler?
I don't even know if I would say there's a centerpiece in the other lodge. Everything is a centerpiece.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I kind of have them
that.
just placed where they fit in that lodge because there's just so many to put everywhere. And that's going to be it for this episode. If you want to see Kendall Gray tour my great one and super rare lodge, stay tuned on the channel. Be sure to get those notifications on because that's going to be coming out likely within a few days. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. I'll see you guys later. Peace.